This is Dr. Neeta, and I welcome you all to our reflexology workshop. Now, within this workshop, today this is regarding meridian points. So, there was one query regarding meridian points. So, let's discuss more about meridian points in this today's presentation. So, this video is based on lesson number 3 from reflexology, wherein we are going to discuss about meridian. So, let's begin with the discussion. So, there are total 26 meridians, each bearing the name of the part or system of the body to which it is related. The meridians are divided into two categories, those belonging to the positive force, that is yang, and those belonging to the negative force, that is yin. With the arm extended above the head and the palm of the hand to the front, with but very few exceptions, the yin meridians appear mainly in the front of the body and the yang meridian appears mainly on the back of the body. When standing in the position described with the arms extended above the head, the general direction of yin flows in upwards, whereas yang is generally downward. So what we have seen within this paragraph is, okay, firstly, positive force and negative force if we'll consider. So these two are the major meridian points, or you may say major force, which is divided into two categories. So yang, yin, or it's a masculine and feminine force. So wherein this energy flows. So which kind of energy is dominating, or from which to which part this energy is flowing, based on that also mostly we have to decide whenever we are working on energy level. So all this kind of healing wherein we are actually without giving any kind of medication, we are trying to heal the client at that moment of time. We need to understand the flow of energy, because sometime all the problem, rather all whatever kind of physical problem, mental problem, whatever issues we face in our life, it's only just because of the imbalance in energy. So we need to understand this energy flow needs to be very perfect in our body, then and then only our body will remain in the normal situation. Otherwise there will be some kind of problem that may appear in the format of disease or any kind of pain or any kind of short-term or long-term problem. So this is what we need to understand at the very basic stage, that it is meridians are categorized into two major categories, that is yin and yang. So there are moving ahead with the next topic. So there are three yin meridian and three yang meridian in each arm, and three yin meridian and three yang meridian in each leg. So total, if we'll consider three in arm and three in leg, so total 6 meridians are there. In addition to these, there are a further two meridian coinciding with the body's meridial line, their purpose being that of controlling the interaction of the flow of energy throughout all the other meridian. Now 3 we have seen in arm and leg. Then again on the medial line, some coinciding points are there. Then these two meridians are known as conception vessel meridian, that is in that coinciding whatever interaction points are there, that is conception vessel meridian, and governing vessel meridian, that is yang. They appear on the anterior and the posterior aspects of bodily medial line. So these are the means based on whether we are looking for in the forward direction or in the backward direction, that is anterior or posterior aspect. So based on that, again these are few of the meridian points. So now just see in the diagram, you can see different kind of yang and yin meridian point here. So in starting from the left, gallbladder meridian. So you can see the figure carefully and see the numbers. We can see right meridian, that is yang, force of energy. Then again governing vessel meridian, if we'll see on the face, if we'll start, so point number for on the anterior aspect we are having 5, 6 and 7. These 3 points are there starting from the head towards going down toward to the neck. its nose. So this is 3 points anterior aspect, and for the posterior aspects there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So starting from the back, if you'll take, so there are total 4 5 points till head. So in the posterior we can see from the 5 to 7, and in the posterior anterior we can see 5 to 7, and in the posterior we can see 1 to 5. These are governing vessel meridian, which we have seen like interact those who are interacting with each other or coinciding with each other. So these are the connection points. Then if we'll see in meridian, okay, there are several in meridian given over here. So if we'll see in the hand, as we have discussed, so 3 in hand and 3 in leg, you can see. uh, uh, Again, apart from that, coinciding points meridian also given here in the conceptional vessel meridian, then kidney meridian left. So all the small points are given. So what you need to do here to understand it more nicely is you take the printout of from the given lesson. Rather, this is video, so you can't take printout from here, but whatever PDF we have shared, so you just take the printout of it and just understand this point very nicely, because there is nothing to explain within that, because that point lies there. So you need to understand the location. Okay, this particular point is lies over here, so I need to find out the exact point, and whatever part of understanding on which disease which point needs to be pressed and how it needs to be treated, that we are going to learn within the course itself. That is not a problem, but understanding the points is very you may say manual thing to understand, wherein we need to see where it is located and what is the exact position of that particular point. So rather than me to explain it, I think you need to understand it. Just understand physical location of that particular point on the body, and of course it's going to be same for all human bodies. It may be as per the whatever height or bodily structure that person have, but if we'll have a particular calculation of these understanding ki, okay, this point lies over here, so you can actually treat one's body very nicely and very safely, because there are no side effect of these kind of external treatments. So moving ahead with the next point, here again, stomach meridians are given. So yang is given in the first diagram. So it is a posterior aspect, wherein there are small points given right in the right meridian, bladder meridian, that are all yang points. And in the anterior aspect, again there is 1 point given, 1 point near the eye. Then in the stomach meridian, of course, there are right meridian. Within that, yang points are given. So on face, 1, 2, 3, 4 lies, and in the throat, fifth point is there. In the stomach, sixth. Then in leg, 7, 9, 8, and 9 and 10. So all these points lies, and this is we are considering the right meridian points, which is yang energy flow. So these are few of the stomach meridian points and yang meridian points. Moving ahead, so in and yang meridian, the name given to 6 pair of in meridian are lung, spleen, kidney, heart, then heart constrictor, liver. Then the name given to the 6 pair of yang meridian are large intestine, stomach, small intestine, bladder, triple heater, gallbladder. So these are the yin and yang meridian points. So let's discuss something about yin and yang energy. So earth is yin in relation to heaven. So the yin meridian runs up the front and inside the body surfaces, which would have been closest to the earth. Heaven is yang in relation to earth, and so the yang meridian runs down the back and outside surfaces which would have been exposed to the sun. Yin and yang are the shade and the light aspect of our existence. In corresponds to that which is dark, cool, moist, soft, sinking, and feminine. Whereas yang to which is light, hot, dry, active, rising, and masculine. When yin is deficient, there will be symptoms like nervousness, insomnia, and when yang is deficient, there will be tiredness and poor circulation. There is constant interaction between yin and yang forces, and where imbalance occurs, the acupuncturist balance the kai with needles or the modern technique of laser equipment, which is probably to be recommended in these days for aid, as there is no puncturing of the skin surface. So we have seen in this slide what is yin, what is yang, what kind of problem may arise if this in some kind of imbalance in any of the energy flows happen in the body. So let's move on. So here few of the points are given for again small intestine, triple heater and the large intestine. So yang point are there in the arm, right meridian points are there. Then for right meridian again yang points are given. So for small intestine 1 2 3, and fourth is near the eye. Here for triple heater again one point is in next finger, like here it was in thumb. So right meridian for triple heater is lies in another finger, and then second is somewhat this was for small intestine. You can see the diagram for small intestine is going from thumb, and then the second point is on the hand itself. If you'll see the triple heater, first point is in the finger and the second is directly on the shoulder and third is directly on the eye. So if we are considering the triple heater meridian, in that case these are the meridian points, and if we are treating large intestine, in that case right meridian points. So first is in the that pointer finger, one first point is there, then it's on the palm backside second pointer, then third pointer is on the joint, and fourth pointer is on the arm itself, and fifth pointer is on the shoulder, and then near nose sixth point is there. So these are the points you need to take in consideration whenever those kind of anyone facing problem related to small intestine, we need to treat or pressure these points. If triple heater, in that case these are large intestine problems are there, in that case we need to treat these meridian points. So these are the meridian points. So this much for this presentation. We have discussed meridian points in reflexology lesson number 3 in this presentation. If you are having any doubts and queries, you may ask me on our discussion group. So thank you very much, and this much for this presentation.